Hey everybody, it's Dr. Maya Alapin, Mama Soul Doc. I am not a medical doctor or a mental health care practitioner. What about this root cause? A lot of people in therapy communities, hypnotic communities, coaching speak about the root cause why a person has the problems they have. And so I want to ask in this video, I make of it, how can we really figure it out and how can we do it fast? So my answer is this. I want you to just think about two people who have the same problem. Let's say one person is over here with smoking addiction, and another person is over here with their smoking addiction, and they both want help. They both want to quit smoking. So, person over here smokes because of something that happened, you know, whenever in their teens, let's say. And then something else happened as they aged, which reinforced it, and so on and so forth. So, there's like a pattern. Okay, now they're a smoker. Then we look over here at this other person and very same addiction, completely different rationale, completely different reasons. Their addiction started, when they got married in their 30s because of a death in the family that created a certain, emptiness, and so on and so forth. And so the reasons people do things are completely different. Moreover, even the little anecdotal accounts that I just gave doesn't even cover the reality of why a person, maybe it started at another point that you just don't remember, or that you just, haven't included in your interpretation. So, point being, not only is root cause very difficult to pin down, but also the very attempt to do so is in a way misled, because there's not going to be a way to really verify the accuracy of it. So, what this tells us is there is no quickest way to get to root cause. The only way to get to it is by asking questions about the problem. The problem about the genesis of the root cause. And that is itself the inquiry into the subconscious. So to think that we're going to some, discrete place where it's all going to, come together and be revealed is completely missing the point of the hypnotic experience. So the quickest way to root cause, another way to say it would be the quickest way to root cause is to not go there, but to follow the client through your hypnotic interview so that you take importance away from that destination and instead really allow the experience to speak for itself. What you'll find is in that inquiry into that question comes the hypnotic experience. So to say that I know somebody's root cause is bullshit. That's lying. And to say that by finding out more about them or getting going to be able to diagnose or, pinpoint whatever it is giving myself way too much credit. The truth is that the journey into somebody's subconscious will itself point to the ways in which their root cause or root causes or the connection of root causes is important to them. Another way to kind of explain this would be to say, sometimes that hypnotic experience or that interview comes out from the client in an metaphor. And in that case, which I would say is quite frequent, um, what are we going to say about its relationship to the root cause? It's going to be kind of confusing or opaque if we really want to understand everything in a literal, um, logical way. But the subconscious doesn't necessarily communicate that way. So its interpretation of why things are the way they are can be delivered a variety of symbolic language, which is just as healing or just as important to the client as anything else would be, or maybe more. And if am really driven by or obsessed with explaining it or interpreting it, then I totally lose track of the client's own explanation of what's going on. And so the question about root cause, I think in a way is pitching from the point practitioner have to understand something or have to diagnose something or say something or interpret something or explain something, where the fact is, not only is that not really functional and not really practical, but also it's ultimately not essential. The client's experience in hypnosis will itself be informational about what that root cause is for them, regardless of what you. So, long story short is we do not need to look for anything. We do not need to find anything. All we need to do is follow the conversation such that it itself undoes all the binding that created the problem, which is itself the root cause. I hope that helps. Thanks for listening. This is Mama Soul Doc in Montreal, Quebec.